Good morning. Please rise with your school community and join me in the pledge if you wish. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here's Sophia with this morning's announcements.
Hello everyone, today is Tuesday, March 24th, and today is a Green Day. A reminder that after school tomorrow, Writer's Block is sponsoring an open mic event in the Mayo Lounge from 3:30 to 5:30. This event is not just for club members, it is open to the entire student body. Come slam a poem or recite one from your favorite poet. If you want to sing or play your favorite song, bring your voice or instrument. You can even do a short comedy sketch. Audience members are always welcome if you just want to come support your friends or enjoy the vibe. We do ask that participants limit themselves to 2 selections, so pick your 2 favorites and head down to the Mayo Lounge after the Kaijo Culture Fest upstairs in the library. Refreshments will be served. See you there. Happy birthday today to Zeke Wahlberg. Happy birthday. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Sophia. It's my pleasure this morning to share with you the CTE Outstanding Students of the Third Quarter. Please hold your applause until the end after I've read all the names. In Automotive Technology with Mr. Deming, Alexander Curtis. In Intro to Automotive Technology with Mr. Deming, Jacob Witter. In Work-Based Learning with Mr. Carr, Riley Matthews. In Intro to Welding with Mr. Mitchell, Josie Royer. In Advanced Welding with Mr. Mitchell, Meadow Schneider. In Woodworking with Mr. Stark, Tyler Noyes. In Intro to Construction with Mr. Stark, Samuel Bierce. In Intro to Electricity with Mr. Jeremy Roberts and Mr. Carr, Alexander Jensen. In Electricity 1 with Mr. Jeremy Roberts, Toby Gilbert. In Electricity 2 with Mr. Jeremy Roberts, Elliot Marceau. In Career Exploration with Ms. Kendall, Chloe Johnson. In Intro to Business with Ms. Kendall, Olivia Forrest. In Human and Professional Services 1 with Ms. McGarvin, Taylor Powers. In Intro to Human Services with Ms. McGarvin, Vivian Gamble. In Career Exploration with Ms. McGarvin, Thomas Letourneau. In Intro to Culinary Arts with Chef B, Ava Smith and Zuri Douglas. In Intro to Culinary Arts with Chef Andre and Ms. Libby, Kaylin Neurath. In Culinary Arts with Chef Andre and Ms. Libby, Mark Fortier. In Intro to Culinary Arts with Chef Hale, Cecilia Robinson. In Sales and Marketing 1 with Ms. Murphy, Emily Bunnell. In Sales and Marketing 2 with Ms. Murphy, Andrew Edwards. In Business Management with Mrs. Murphy, Callie Augsburger Scala. In Heating and Plumbing 1 with Mr. Jeff Roberts, Holden Brigham. Heating and Plumbing 2 with Mr. Jeff Roberts, Bryce Gordon. In Intro to Heating and Plumbing with Mr. Mitchell, Adrian Mitchell. Congratulations to our students of the quarter. And if we could have those students who are here in chapel, please meet Mr. Legge out on Fuller Steps when chapel concludes. And now it's my pleasure to turn the stage over to a few members of the student government. They're going to tell you a little bit about this month's Sustainability Spotlight. Please welcome them.
Hi, I'm Brody.
I'm Matthias.
And I'm Julian, and we're here from Student Gov to tell you about this month's Harvest of the Month. The Harvest of the Month for March is maple syrup, and in the spirit of this fact, the dining hall will be partnering with local distributors to use more of it. Today we have some fun facts about the history of maple syrup, its innovations, and some trivia to test your knowledge at the end. Maple syrup was originally a key part of Native American agriculture before the arrival of Europeans on the American continent. They would often collect it using bark or reeds as taps and placing clay pots or woven baskets under the tap to collect it, letting the sap freeze overnight and then removing the ice to concentrate it, then boiling it.
European colonists, first learning from the natives, began to develop their own methods of maple syrup production. These involved drilling trees with an auger and using wooden taps and buckets. Sap was transported by barrels, large pots, or hollowed logs drawn by animals back to a large central boiling vessel. Sap collection has changed significantly since wooden taps and buckets. Today, there are a number of different options. Metal buckets and plastic bags are often used on small-scale operations, while tubing, both gravity and vacuum, is used for increased efficiency. Boiling has also changed over time. In the 19th century, they began constructing boilers out of sheet metal. This increased the surface area and made boiling sap more efficient. As we entered the 20th century, flue structures were added to the middle stage of boilers, further increasing efficiency. Boiling sap is a very energy-intensive process, and these technological improvements have made it significantly more sustainable. This, combined with other processes, such as reverse osmosis to concentrate sap before boiling, and the carbon sequestration in maple forests, makes maple a great eco-friendly alternative to traditional sugars.
And now we're going to do some trivia here. Julian's going to give out some maple candies to the people who answer correctly. So our first question here. How many gallons of sap does it take to make 1 gallon of syrup, people? Isaac, 40? 40 to 1. That is correct, Isaac. All right. Good job. All right. Moving to the next question here. What are the ideal maple sugaring conditions? You right there with the glasses. That's correct. Okay, that's correct. All right, now to the last question. How many species of maple trees are used for sugaring? All right, over there, right there. That's correct. All right, nice. All right, Julian's going over it. That was our talk. Thank you very much. Be on the eye for maple syrup, and thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Nice job. I'm just curious, raise your hand if you or your family sugars. Let's see hands. That's pretty awesome. I think highlights what a great tradition it is here, and happy to see that. So seniors, I'm speaking mostly to you this morning. At some point, you'll look back and you'll reflect on the chapters you've had in life, and you're coming pretty close to closing a chapter here where you are. I know I don't need to tell you that, but I will just try to draw your attention to a couple of things. So about 11 weeks ago, we started this semester. And 10 weeks from yesterday, you'll be celebrating your commencement. So it's coming quickly. You're at the halfway point, and that's why we hear things about students of the quarter. You have 1 quarter of your career left here. And so I think putting a finger on that now, and the reason I like to do this is as we close chapters, as we finish things, if we have a little bit of time, it allows us to close those chapters intentionally. And so I'm going to ask you to do something that I don't always do perfectly when I personally close chapters, but I try to be intentional, and it takes a little bit of time. So we don't want chapters to close in a rushed way or be reactive, but instead I would encourage you to be thoughtful about these last weeks and what the next 10 weeks will mean for you. So I'd ask us all, because many of us are closing out other chapters, so I'd ask us all, as you close a chapter, to sit with a few questions. So my first question is, how do you want to wrap up your learning experience here? And I don't just mean your grades or checking boxes or AP scores, but in terms of who you will be in these last weeks as a member of this community. And I'll remind you that for most of you, your primary endeavor since you were roughly 5 years old has been to come to school, right? To come to St. Johnsbury Academy. Some of you have only been here for a year, but many of you for the entirety of your career. So this chapter will close, and while you may go on to further learning experiences, be that at university or otherwise, this is the closing of a chapter. So how do you want to close that out? How do we want to close that out? What is actually important to you right now? So it's easy at this point in the year to drift a bit. And if we just let this happen, we're not intentional, it's what happens. We feel like the major work is done, and that what remains perhaps doesn't carry the same weight as it may have just a few short months ago. But your effort, your presence, and the way you show up for your classes, your groups, your teams, your commitments, it all still counts. And maybe more importantly, it reflects who you are and who you're becoming. So ask yourself, what do you want to prioritize in these last 10 weeks? Is it to finish strong academically? I hope so. Is it to be a strong teammate, a strong friend? Is it simply to be more present, more engaged, and perhaps even more appreciative of what time is left with the folks who are around you? And when you look back, because you will at some point, you look back, how do you want this last quarter of your high school career to feel? Again, would you prefer it to feel rushed, distracted, like something that you just simply got through? Or do you want it to feel purposeful, meaningful, and true to who you are? And this is also a moment, again with about 10 weeks left, to think about people, the people around you. Who do you want to thank in these last weeks? Who's made a difference in your time here? Your teachers, your coaches, your advisor, your friends, your family. And just as important, as you think about that, if you haven't told them recently, make time to do that. And it can be a short conversation in person. It can be a note, a simple acknowledgement. It matters more than you think. And I would imagine that anyone who would receive even a line or two from you, just taking that intentional time to say thank you, it's very meaningful, and it'll be meaningful to you as well. And so let me not beat around the bush. You don't have to do everything perfectly in these last weeks. Life just doesn't work like that. But you should choose something that matters to you. Make these last 10 weeks count for you. And so I'll ask us all, how do you want to write this chapter? How do you want to finish this chapter of your story? Have a great day, faculty.